Alright, so I'm going to give a hopefully a brief run through of a new case study making a music list using Google Firestores Authentication APIs, their Firestore database, Firebase APIs, and storage services. So, and the storage is actually handling individual users that have to be authenticated and holding individual images that they upload. So for Vue3 using the composition setup function within the composition API for Vue.js 3, you can easily, relatively easily do this if you know JavaScript for the most part. So, what this is the first UI. This is the landing page. The home button, as you can see here. No one is logged in at the moment. That's why you see the login and the sign out button here, like so. And I've got three current music lists that are under a particular user's name, but no one is logged in, right? So this music list, which is house music, has 9 entries in it, and it's got the thumbnail, it's got the title of the playlist, who created it, and a little blurb about the playlist itself. And the same thing for Japanese music. This has 7 entries here, and these are all actual songs and bands. Some of this is some of my choices. Old school hip hop, same sort of layout. Now, what happens is that, notice, let's say we go to old school hip hop here, for example. It's got 3 entries, and I'm not logged in as this user. Okay, I'm just a regular user that hasn't signed up or anything. So I'm going to go to log in here, and I'm going to sign up as that user. that created this music list. Okay, so now notice what happened to the UI. There's now a create new music list. So under this user here, I can now create a new list. I can add songs, or I can delete this list, and I can also delete individual songs. Okay, I kind of like this list, so I'm not going to delete anything here because this is a 1.0 version. A 1.5 version is I'll actually implement some of the YouTube's embedded videos and create like a modal window if somebody wants to see the video or listen to the music. So that's just something I want to do later on for this case study. And so all of these are under that I've logged in, so I can edit. I can add a song using the song title of the artist, and then click add song. And again, I can delete the playlist if I want. Okay, so all of these I can control. Now, let's say I log out. And again I go to that. Again, I'm logged out. My authentication is not working. I cannot manipulate this whatsoever. If I could view the video or listen to the music, I would be able to do that. That would make sense as a general user. But in order to become a new user, I would have to sign up. All right. So I'm going to sign up with a user that is already authenticated in the Google Firestore API. So I'm going to use this user here that's already signed up. They just haven't created anything. That is the reason why you didn't see anything on the home page from them. So, oops, I'm not going to sign up. I'm going to log in, okay, because I want to show you the difference here. Google.com and then the short password. Okay, so the authentication is being handled by Google Firestore. And again, I don't have anything in my playlist. Now I'm logged in, so I can go and I can click on these different lists, but I can't manipulate them because they don't belong to me. All right, I didn't create them. So if I wanted to add a playlist, okay, so now there's my playlist and add playlist. So I can add a playlist, and I can say, let's see here. I'm going to add a title for this music playlist of ethereal and ambience music, like so. and then I'll add a little blurb here, and I'm really just copy and pasting from Notepad here, and then I get to choose a file for my little thumbnail, and so this will open up in the playlist. So this is where the images will live. They are living here, and so we're doing the ethereal and ambience music. So I'm gonna click on this icon. I kind of think that fits, and then I'm going to create the playlist. And notice that we get a loading animation going on in the button. And again, because now this belongs to me, I can delete this playlist. All right. So if I go home, now this playlist has been added, but notice there's no songs here. All right. Now I can go to this user's playlist. I can't edit anything, but I can go to my playlist because I'm logged in as this individual here, and now I can add songs. All right. And that's just as simple as clicking that button there, excuse me, and I can click only time by what's that, Enya, and let's see, and just add song, and there it appears, and the warning the warning message goes away. All right, I could delete this. Now the warning message reappears again. So let's add this again. Boom, only time by Enya. Add song. I'm going to add Sweet Lullaby by Deep Forest. All of these are real artists and songs. So if you want to check them out on YouTube, feel free to look them up. And then let me see here. I'm going to do O'Sullivan's March by the Chieftains because I like Celtic music. I actually really do. So there. So there we go. So now I can, as you can see, I can manipulate my playlist. I can't manipulate anybody else's. So if I log out, and I've logged out, so there's the ethereal ambience music by this user here. Now I can't do anything, right? So lastly, let's say I want to sign up. Okay, so if we go through authentication, there's only 3 other people here. I'll just create a new user, and we'll say, well, actually in the Firebase, because I am working on this locally, I'm going to delete this user. So I'm just going to delete this account and just start over again, because that's what you can do in Google Firestore with authentication. So I can create that user again, for example. And let's see, I'll do Google.com like that. And then just enter in a password. Now again, Google authentication and Google Store Authentication does some error checking on the back end. So for example, you need to have a minimum of 6 characters for your user profile. And so when I sign up, it's going to give me feedback saying I got to have at least 6 characters. So I can correct that by adding the 6th character to my password, because for this new user that I'm signing up with. So now I'm logged in and I don't have any list. There's not any playlist here, so I can view everybody else's. So I can add a playlist again, or I can go to my playlist and create a new playlist by clicking this here, and we'll go, I don't know, we'll say the Ultimate 80s Alternatives, for example. And I'm just going to copy and paste some text here. I've got an image file that I'm going to use whenever it chooses to load. Alright, and I'm going to pick this image here, and then I'm going to create the playlist. Alright, so there it is. I can go home now as a brand new, as a user that is already authenticated. I just haven't added anything at this point. I have 0 in my playlist. I can go to my playlist and I can click on this, and I can add a song. We'll say let's see, The Charming Man by the Smiths. Yes, Morrissey's old band. And click on that, and there it is. All right. So when I go back home, now I'm in the mix, and I have at least one song to my Ultimate 80s Alternative Classic mix. Okay. So now to end this out, I've already used, or actually, I'm gonna refresh. Actually created a new user, and then in storage there should be 3 users there. Go to covers here, and so there's actually 4 users. Who is that? No, that okay, there's one that I did delete. We can go back. That's alternative 80s image. That's our new user. Go to this one. This is the Studio-Ryu users database. This is the data. This is where the images are being uploaded. And then alternative theory, I think this is the one that is deleted, and I deleted it manually, so I have to go within the Firestore GUI and get rid of that user. But then here's the other one, the ethereal music image. Okay, so really that's really what you're able to do. So using the authentication APIs, I can add a new user. Or I can, or it monitors the already existing users. And then if we look at the database real quickly here, what's happening is, let's see, so for example, this is the latest one. We added the description. The title was the Ultimate 80s Alternative Mix. This is the user ID down here. And then the songs, which is a field that has been the property is that it's an array. So the array consists of nodes of an artist, which is the Smiths, gives it an ID, which is a randomized number up to 1 million, which is not the most efficient way to do it, but it's quick and dirty, and it's less likely to create duplicates randomly, right? And then title is the charming man. So if we go to another playlist, for example. So we are at the ethereal and ambient music, and you can see under songs here the mini songs that we've already added. Okay, so basically when you create a playlist, the song is by default an empty array. Okay, within the this NoSQL based database within the Google Firestore here. So that's how it's used, and that's how it's pulling the information. All right, so I hope that was just kind of a brief overview. There's lots of complexity under the hood. Vue3 is actually really, compared to some of the other more robust, I won't say robust, I would just say some of the more legacy, if that's the right word, JavaScript frameworks like React and Angular. Vue is actually fairly easy with its new Vue3 is actually fairly easy to pick up and implement, and it just keeps getting more and more robust every day. So I hope you kind of enjoy this brief overview of what I've been working on. Again, my next iteration of this will be where you can actually kind of view the video within the UI here. So hopefully I can make that come to fruition. Thanks for watching.